This is my first winner, and we spent over $100,000 on ads to get to our first winner. It was selling this invisible bra strap, and we spent over $100,000 on ads to get that to actually be my first success. And it was all because of one creative. Literally one creative. How the hell is that possible? How do you have one ad, one creative that you made that you can basically spend and run over $100,000 in ads in? Because you take that one creative, that one winning formula, that one winning strategy, that one winning setup, and you duplicate it, right? You duplicate the strategy, duplicate the setup. I'll be showing you how to turn one creative into 5 different creatives in this video. Because that's how you do it, right? You take that one winning creative, then you figure out why it worked, and then you try to just reverse engineer that, do it over and over and over again, and then you know you got 5 creatives. And once you got 5 creatives, you can go ahead and scale and spend over $100,000 in ads. Look at this campaign. You spent $50,000 in this campaign, and it was all because of one winning angle. $20,000 in this campaign, and I remember it was because of another winning angle that I will be discussing in this video. And the thing is, creatives. Creatives is the thing that built this entire thing. Creatives is how this whole thing works. One campaign, one creative can absolutely change your life forever if you figure out how to make ads the right way. And it's the thing, a lot of you guys are gonna be like, no, but I don't have $100,000 to spend on ads so I can make money. Dude, do you think I had $100,000 on ads? No, this is an exponential game. This is e-commerce. In e-commerce, your life can change in a literal instant. You can go from having $500 in your bank account, $1,000 in your bank account, $500, $700 that you're going to spend on ads, find a winning product, and that $700 in ads turns into $2,000 in ads that you're going to go spend in month 2. And then that 2,000 turns into 10,000 by month 3. And then that 10,000 turns into, I don't know, 40K by month 4, 50K, 60K. And by month 6, you've gone ahead and been able to spend over $100,000 in ads. Okay? Like, that's how this game works. It's an exponential game. It's not like your job, right? Your job, you know exactly how much you're going to be making in 6 months, how much you made last month. But this is a game where you have no idea how much you're going to be making in the next 6 months. This video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to craft winning creatives, how to craft winning ads. I'll be showing you why those ads are important. I'll be showing you the winning creative creative framework for those ads. How to make it, how to make those ads. Then I'll be revealing the creatives that changed my life, what they look like. What does a winning creative look like? Have you ever seen that? I'm going to be showing you that to you. How to make money with creatives, the scaling part of things. These are the things that no other guru is going to be telling you about. These are like, most of these gurus will just tell you, test multiple different angles. I'm going to be showing you what they mean when they say that. Because I literally did it myself. This is going to be the most valuable resource. And listen to the thing, over the next 2 weeks on this, or maybe over the next week or 2 weeks on this YouTube channel, I'm going to be uploading ads, creative videos, because I think this is the most important part of the entire equation when it comes to dropshipping. But now let's get into the more, technical side of this entire equation. Simple. You start a campaign on TikTok, and you put ad set 1, ad set 2, ad set 3. And in these ad sets or ad groups, you test a different angle for each of them. Why? Because the angle is probably the most important part of a product, honestly. It's the most important thing that you can test when it comes to a product, because different angles make more money than others. Different angles are actually what's going to lead to success. The angle is what's going to lead to success. Having a bad angle and testing like 7 creatives in a bad angle, through it with a bad angle, is not going to lead to more success. You need to get a product, find 4 or 5 different angles with that product, and then test those 4 or 5 different angles. And then from testing those angles, you'll find a good creative with a good angle, and then you'll be able to, create multiple creatives with that angle. So the first thing you want to be testing is going to be the angle. Let me give you an example of an angle. Think about Nike, for example. When I buy Nike shoes, I buy Nike sneakers because that's what I like. I buy the sneakers. I'm interested in the just the aesthetic appeal of the sneakers. Maybe you're interested in just the pure comfort. I just want a shoe that I'm going to wear that's comfortable, and that's it. But Nike also sells to people who are runners. And these are people that are actually obsessed with the Nike shoe. They want to get the highest quality shoe because they're runners. They want comfort when they're running, 5K. So they're going to actually go look at Nike. They're going to look at Adidas. They actually care about the features in the shoe, the technology in the shoe. I couldn't care less. Personally, I couldn't care less about the technology. You probably couldn't care less about the technology because you're not a runner. But boom, one product, 3 different angles, 3 different markets. It can market to different people. And so in the context of my own store and my own products and this one creative, I was able to test 3 different angles for this one product. Okay, one product, I was able to test 3 different angles. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys those angles. The first angle was essentially selling this invisible bra strap product as an invisible bra strap. I was selling it as an invisible bra strap. Now, that angle worked. We were able to spend $20,000 selling these invisible bra straps as the perfect summer gift. So he basically said, this summer, wear your summer dress with our invisible bra straps. That's what we said. And that angle absolutely killed. It absolutely worked. Okay? It killed. It worked. Up until day 30. Why? Because the product was getting a ton of refunds. We literally went from 35% profit margins to 19% profit margins. I don't think you understand how crazy that is. That is almost half, okay, the profit margins. because we were getting so many goddamn refunds. We were getting so many goddamn chargebacks. Why? Because the product was not as advertised. The angle worked, the idea worked, but we couldn't actually execute on what we were promising. We were basically promising that women could be able to wear a sundress and not have a strap and immediately have this invisible bra strap. But the reality is our bra straps were made of plastic, and in the sun, which is when you'd wear this dress, you could literally, the sun would hit the bra strap and you'd literally be able to see the glare of our bra strap. And so that angle, number one, worked, it hit, but it didn't work because at the end of the day, we were just unprofitable. And when it comes to chargebacks, like how we circumvented that was just like, we couldn't really. Chargebacks, you can't really circumvent. You can't really, because people circumvent it for saying product not as advertised. But when it came to like the emails, some girls would send us emails, and what I would do in that event is I would just literally just send them two options. I would say on the one option, you can literally send the product back, ship it back to us for this fee at your own cost, or that was one option. Oh yeah, and we'll give you a full refund. And then the other option was get a partial refund, and most people took the partial refund. So that was like angle one. It worked, hit, made us a lot of money. We spent a lot of money on it, and it worked, but it only worked for 30 days because we basically, it was unprofitable. It was actually profitable, but it just like, we were basically running the risk of getting banned by Stripe, and I just was not willing to do that. And so that angle worked, but it didn't really work. And so I needed to go test angle two. What was the second angle? Well, the second angle that I tested was a wedding dress angle. Buy our invisible bra strap for your wedding dress. Essentially, the idea was, on your wedding day, you want to buy this dress, but you can't really buy this dress because this dress doesn't really support your chest. Okay? So this is more like the affordable market of women, right? They want to buy a nice wedding dress, but they can't afford like the chest support that comes with the wedding dress. And so they want to wear a bra. But they can't wear a bra because that actually looks unattractive. But if you buy our invisible bra strap, right, you can actually go ahead and actually wear this dress and you look like a queen, you look perfect. So that was the second angle. Instead of selling these as invisible bra straps you could wear for the summer, we were selling these as invisible bra straps you could wear on your wedding day. And you could look like a queen on your wedding day. So now let's go play the ad, and you guys can see the angle that we targeted for this ad.
Do you want to save your wedding dress from this strap disaster? Then you need our invisible strap bras for your wedding dress. Our bras are 100% our camera proof. Wear your favorite wedding dress and don't settle.
Wear your favorite wedding dress and don't settle. Essentially, women might be wanting to wear this wedding dress, but because of this issue, they can't, and so they'll end up picking another wedding dress. We're saying don't settle. Buy our product right here, and you can literally wear that wedding dress easy as you like. And that angle killed. Absolutely crushed. 30% margins, absolutely crushed. Zero chargebacks. Women knew what they were getting into, and they bought the product. But it didn't last. Why? Because I personally think the market was too narrow. Essentially, we're selling to women in wedding. That's not going to work, right? Like long term, that's not going to work, right? Like that's only going to work for so long. Okay? And so we created as many creatives as we could. We duplicated this creative. We changed this. We changed that. We changed this. We changed everything about this whole ad. But the angles we ran the second angle dry, and so then I needed a third angle. And so then I started thinking, wait a minute. I've sold this as an invisible bra strap for summer. I sold this as an invisible bra strap for your wedding dress. What if I just sell this as just a bra support? Like no invisible bra strap. Let me just sell this as just like look more attractive with your bras. And yes, it's invisible and that's a nice added feature, but that's not going to be the focus. The focus is the support. And so we ran this creative. This is the third angle that we tested. And this angle, this is the one that I say changed my life. This creative absolutely took us to the moon, right? This creative was the one that absolutely, this campaign, this creative was the one that absolutely changed everything. And let's just go play this creative right now.
Do you want to go from this?
I don't like my boobs in this shirt.
To this?
I feel so confident right now.
Then these invisible push-up bra straps are the breast support that you need.
So essentially we go from, do you want to go from I don't feel confident to I feel incredibly confident? Well, if you want to feel incredibly confident in your own body, what you're going to do is buy our push-up breast support, right? Bras. Push-up breast support bras. Not buy our invisible bra straps, not buy our, invisible straps for your wedding, just buy our push-up breast support bra straps. And boom, this one creative killed. And I know why it killed for so many, I think it killed for so many reasons, but this is one of the best top of funnel creatives I've ever made. And and that's what you want to be doing, guys. But you want to do this a lot earlier. You don't want to be running into problems and then finding new angles at later on. You want to be doing this early. Because you might find angle one doesn't work and you immediately give up and you move on to the next product. No, there were literally 2 other angles for that one product. So when you come and create ads, you want to put ad set 1, find a nice angle, test it. Put ad set 2, find a nice angle, test it. Ad set 3, find a nice angle, test it. Okay? Because we did have another angle that we tested that didn't work. What was that angle? We basically sold it as the body shaper. A body shaper. Like basically it makes your body slimmer and gives you that hourglass figure. That angle didn't work. Absolutely tanked. Why? Because the product, if you look at it, look at this product. Look at this product, guys. This is not a body shaper. This looks more like a body suit. This actually just supports your breasts. It doesn't actually shape your body and make your body look like an hourglass shape. And so we tried to sell it as like a body shaper and it absolutely tanked. Didn't work. And so that's something that you should be taking into account as well. There's a million angles for any product. Test the angles, find a winning angle, then make like 4 or 5 different creatives for that angle, and then you can go ahead and scale. But we'll get into that later. But this is the thing, right? Now you know that you want to be testing the angles. But now when we're making the ads, what do I do? A lot of you guys are probably going to be panicking. Like, okay, fine. Like, I know what I need to make the ads, but what should I put in the ads? Like, how should I structure the ads? This is it. The AIDA model. Now, if you're in business school, you probably heard of this before. But essentially, it comes down to this. The AIDA model is the attention, interest, desire, action. AIDA. But also, there's another model. It's the hook, problem, solution, action. Right? These are the same things. They're interchangeable, as I'll show you guys in the next few minutes. These are interchangeable. But essentially, I want to hook you in or grab your attention in the first 2 seconds. Then I want to present you with the problem. Why does your life suck? Your life sucks right now. Okay, so let me give you another problem, like product that I was thinking about. Like, let's say you're a short guy, 5'6", and you want to be, and I'm selling you the height increasing product. I always talk about this product because I love it so much, because I think it's just perfect to showing you guys this example. But hook you in. Are you tired of being hook you in? How I could hook you in is making an ad of a girl saying, I only like guys who are 6 foot tall. Then I could take you in. Are you tired of hearing that? Well, are you tired of being overlooked by a woman for being under 6 foot tall? Well, buy our height increasing product, give you a solution that will make you 6 foot tall in seconds. Boom. Link in bio. Call to action. I've made you feel something in that moment, right? You feel like, geez, like I hate being. This girl's literally said that she like I'm 5 foot, that she doesn't like guys. It works better if she's more attractive, right? Get an attractive girl to say, I don't like guys who are 5'6" or 5'6". Are you tired of hearing that problem? Yeah. Well, we got this solution, our height increasing soul product. And if you buy that, you will immediately become 6 foot tall in literal seconds. Call to action, link in bio. Attention. Are you tired of hearing guys? Are you tired of being below 6 foot? Is this because no one likes guys who are underneath 6 foot? And then you give them a desire, which could be, with our height increasing product, you will never be under 6 foot again. Call to action, link in bio. But now let's go play our ads and let me show you guys how they follow this framework, right? So we're going to firstly play this wedding ad. This is pretty basic, but essentially, first you got POV. You can finally wear that dream wedding dress, right? Because a lot of what I see, what happened with a lot of women, this is an affordable market, right? It's not in the high-end luxury wedding market. This is an affordable wedding dress market. In the affordable wedding dress market, women want to buy dresses, but what women usually do is they get like breast support built into their dress, like built into their wedding dress, but that can cost hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, okay? And so we were literally saying, hey, instead of spending thousands of dollars getting custom breast support built into your wedding dress, you can literally buy our invisible bra strap and get the support for a fraction of the price. And so also what women can do is, like, if they see a dress like this, they would literally just say, no, we can't wear that dress because it doesn't have breast support and I can't wear a bra. So I'm just gonna go pick another dress, or I'll pick a dress where it's gonna cover my back and I can actually wear a bra during the ceremony. But essentially, let's go play the ad.
Do you want to save your wedding dress from this strap disaster?
Do you want to save this wedding dress from your strap disaster? Hook, problem. Strap disaster. This is the strap disaster we're talking about. Do you want to save your wedding dress from that? Okay.
Strap disaster. Then you need our invisible strap bras for your wedding dress.
Then you need solution. Then you need our invisible strap bra for your wedding dress. Then I just simply went into some features.
Us are 100% our camera proof.
our things are 100% camera proof. Essentially, if someone takes a picture of you, you can't see the strap. It looks like nothing exists there at all. And then lastly, give you a nice little call to action.
Favorite wedding dress and don't settle.
I think I said get our favorite wedding, get your favorite wedding dress and don't settle. Call to action right over there. Let's go get this ad and I will show you literally how it follows the framework, right? So literally there we have hook, problem, solution, action. Basic, straightforward, easy as you like, and it crushed. Okay, that ad crushed. Let's play this other ad. Okay.
Do you want to go from this?
I don't like my boobs in this shirt.
To
Do you want to go from this problem? I don't like my boobs in this shirt. Actually, probably, also attention, interest, right? Hook was, do you want to go from this? Go from what? I'm interested. Go from what? And also, why is this girl holding a bunch of different bras? What's going on in this clip, right? It's like this clip is all over the place. Hook. And then it's like, do you want to go from this? Problem. I don't like my boobs in this shirt. To this.
In this shirt.
to this.
I feel so confident right now. Like,
And then this was actually not a solution. It was a desired outcome. Do you want to feel confident right now? Do you want to go from this, I don't feel confident, to desired outcome? I do feel confident. Okay?
These invisible push-up bra straps are the breast support that you need.
I could.
And then after desire, I don't go to action, I go to solution. Well, if you want to feel like this, well, here's the solution. So do you have this problem? Yeah. Does it suck? Yeah. Well, do you want to be like this? Yes. Well, then do this. Like, it's just like a nice little story where I take you from, oh, your life sucks right now, but if you did this, your life wouldn't suck. Oh, wouldn't you just, I mean, look at that. We just got a nice little product right there that can solve your entire issue.
Go to the club, go up to anybody, talk to them, be like, hey, what's up?
Get the
We're selling this like, oh, you can become confident. Like, you'll be confident after this. I mean, look at her, look at her chest. She's gone from literally this to, confidence. I can go to the club, I can talk to anyone, I can be like, hey, what's up? And that's why this ad worked.
Anybody, talk to them, be like, hey, what's up?
get the chest you want this summer.
And then call to action, get the chest that you want this summer. We can literally play that up and, that's that. And then at the end, we can test different hooks, we can test different call to actions, we can change clips, we can change the copy. So what does that mean? It means like, for this same ad, this is how we turn this one ad. This is the first ad, one of the raw ads. How do we turn it into 5 different ads? Number one, we change the hook. So we changed it and made us say multiple different things. And I detail this entire thing inside of my course where I go a little bit more in depth and I actually show you guys the other creatives that we used and how much we spent on those creatives and all that different stuff. And I'll be uploading all that information in the next couple of days. This is 2 hours of fucking information going into that course. But anyway,
Do you want to go from this?
I don't like.
I literally changed that clip and I put other clips where you have a different hook, right? You play with different hooks, you play with different ideas, okay? And you want to take that one creative and you want to test different hooks, you want to test different call to actions, you want to test different copy, you want to say different things in the creative, you want to change the clips in the creative, and you keep wanting to change different things, but keep the structure the same. Why? Because the structure worked. If the structure is going to work for one creative, it's going to work for another. It's going to work for another. And you keep testing on the same angle, but different creatives within the same angle, and you will find another winning creative that has a decent, CPA. And then you'll get another creative, and then you'll get another creative. And now you can start scaling. You need about 3 to 5 creatives to start scaling. Depends on how impatient or patient you are. You get those 3 to 5 creatives, and now you can go to the moon, baby. Now you can scale to $100,000 in a month. And also, another thing that I really want to point out for you guys when it comes to selling these types of products, and by these types of products, I mean woman or female products, is the markets, the people that you're actually targeting. Okay, because I was on a mentorship call with one of these guys who's selling female products, right? And what he was telling me is like, I don't understand why my ads are not working. And when I looked at his ads, I could immediately tell, like, okay, this is a problem that I know you're going through because I literally went through this problem with this exact product, okay? So you have to be very careful who's actually watching your ads. What does that mean? It means for this ad, I made one creative where I literally, the hook was this. And I knew what I was doing. I was trying to hook people in with, a great body. And the thing is, the click-through rate on that ad was impeccable. The metrics on that ad was incredible, but there was no actual conversions. And I was like, I just kept spending and kept spending and kept spending on that ad because I was like, well, the metrics on this ad are fundamentally better than the metrics on actual, ads that have conversions, that have a positive ROAS. So I'm going to keep spending on this ad until it works. I just trust that it's going to work, right? But I didn't realize that actually who's watching this ad. Like if someone sees this as the first clip, who's watching that? I didn't realize that there was a bunch of like 16-year-old boys who would literally be interacting with this ad or thinking about this ad until I switched on the comments. So I switched on the comments. I was like, let me just test that. Let me just switch on the comments. And when I did, I immediately got a bunch of comments of people saying, oh, this guy's rage baiting, this guy's clickbaiting, this guy's like baiting us in, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I realized, oh my gosh, the market, I left it as a broad audience, and the market that this ad was targeting, because the hook was like this, was men. And so I spent like $1,000 on like probably like 2 or 3 different creatives with this as the hook. And all those creatives were targeting men. And when I talked to my mentee, I guess, he was literally had the same problem. He would be marketing these female products, but the woman in those ads were literally the most attractive BBL woman I had ever seen in my life. I mean, they were so attractive, it was distracting. And so I think like that's also something you want to take into account when you're selling female products. It's like, this lady is attractive, yes, but she's not so attractive that she is like, it's like blinding and it's like taking over everything, right? She's like reasonably attractive. Her body type is actually attainable. Like if you look at the average body type of someone in America, it is something like this, right? And so we're not showing like this, like, we're not completely going for desired outcome by showing like a supermodel. We're showing an attainable body type of an attainable person, literally transforming their their chest from this to this with just our product. And same thing over here. This lady is not incredibly attractive. And actually, she's not so attractive that she becomes the main focus of the ad. And you need to be careful of that. When you're making these ads, be careful that the person that you're using as your UGC creators are not so attractive that like that could be the point of that it could attract a certain crowd. Because that's what your creatives do, right? Your creatives are taken by TikTok and they're fed to a group of people. And based on how those people interact with your ad, it feeds it more and more and more to those people. And like, anyway, I just thought that was a really interesting thing that I should point out. And yeah. But if you guys want more value, I'll be definitely dropping about 2 hours of content over this YouTube channel over the next week, and probably another 2, maybe 3 hours of content on my course over the next month. We've literally already dropped like 70 minutes in the last week, and the week before that we dropped 90. So that's like another 160 minutes of content on the course over the past 2 weeks. And if you guys want more value, definitely you guys know where to go. But honestly, the value I'm dropping on this YouTube channel is more than enough to get your first sale, to get your 10th sale, to really start scaling and build a really solid business. And so this is only for you if you want more value. But honestly, I'm going to be dropping a lot more value in this YouTube channel for the next coming weeks, or the next couple weeks, all about ads, because I genuinely believe ads are the most important part of its entire equation. And if you guys understand that, you can win the whole game. Understand ads, you win.